are Mongoose bikes actually good? So that's kind of a tricky one. So Mongoose, like a lot of other companies out there, does kind of two ends of their bike spectrum. So when you hear Mongoose, you go immediately to a big box store bike. Guarantee all of you when I said Mongoose, you went Mongoose bikes suck because I found them at Target or Walmart. Okay, that's where we see Mongoose bikes, right? But then there's Mongoose bikes like my daughter's racing BMX bike. You're not picking that up at Walmart or Target. So where does that come in? Mongoose has a whole different lineup, a whole extended lineup online of actually decent, high-quality bikes that they sell, including racing BMX bikes, mountain bikes, dirt jumpers, all that kind of stuff. Nice fat bikes. Actually, my fat bike, but fat bikes online too that are a whole different spectrum that are kind of a direct-to-consumer thing that you would never find at a big box store. So it's kind of a different thing. So it just depends what kind of Mongoose you're looking for, as well as what era you're looking at. Mongoose bikes, what would we say, 30 years ago, 35 years ago or so, were actually a really good quality bike. Not so much nowadays if you look at big box store, but they were a really good quality bike back then. And so they kind of have that side of the business that's really good quality stuff. And then they have their inexpensive stuff they sell at the big box stores. So you got to kind of be aware of what you're buying, because companies, even like, we'll talk about Kenda too. Kenda is one of those ones I see gets crap all the time, because you see Kenda tires on big box store bikes. You go to a big box store, you look at the tires, they're going to have Kenda written in black on the tire, and they're imprinted on the tire. And people go, oh, well, Kenda sells tires on big box store bikes. They suck. The Kenda's horrible. Well, if you actually looked at what Kenda does, Kenda has a whole bunch of other tires that are actually really, really good tires and competitive, if not better than what you'd find from all these other large tire manufacturers. But you would never know that if you didn't go and do your research and find out, oh, hey, they actually make some really good tires. And that's one of the reasons I work with Kenda and have a whole bunch of Kenda tires on bikes, is because they make really good tires that people just don't know about. And you're missing out on a whole bunch of really good tires. So you kind of got to do your research on things and figure out what you're getting yourself into. Because yes, while there are crappy Mongoose bikes, there are good Mongoose bikes at the same time. Same as with tires. There's crappy Kenda tires and there's really good Kenda tires. So do your research, find out for yourself, but there is generally two sides to every story.